Hello everybody, it's me, Patty from the Healing Room, and today we're going to discuss frequency and vibration, your personal radio station, which is what we're constantly emitting. It's very important, and it's something that should be taught in high school. I mean, it should be taught in formative school too, high school, college. It's the most important, most undertaught thing that can change people's lives. Your life can do a 180. It's amazing. So let me just give you a kind of an overview of what we're going to talk about today. Let's just say you wake up, you're in a bad mood, because the day before maybe you had some emails that weren't so nice that you got from people, or you had a fight with your family member, or the bill collectors were harassing you, and you know what, you wake up and you have you're still thinking about it, you have a pit in your stomach, you got that fear, that anxiety, that, what do I do? Well, that feeling, those feelings of fear, anxiety, worry, are very low frequencies on the scale. In other words, your radio station is very low. Now, the most important component of this teaching is you can only connect with those on your same frequency, your same radio station. In other words, you can only cavort with those who are also in great fear, great anxiety, great worry, all the low-level energies. So, in other words, your day's not going to get better, okay? Now, there are several ways you can shift your frequency. The first one we're going to talk about is just distraction. So, what you want to do is figure out a way to not give those emails, that fight, those bills, too much energy. What you want to do is distract yourself with something you fully enjoy, that brings you great joy. It is as simple as petting your cat, playing with your dog, walking outside in nature, sitting under that great tree, listening to music you love. It could be so many things. You know that feeling of joy in the small things. If you can figure out a way to distract yourself for at least 10-15 minutes a day, you'll start to see your frequency lift. So in other words, you wake up, you don't feel so good, and you decide to kind of try to get yourself out of that situation. Out of that radio station, out of that frequency. So what you'll do is, you'll say, you know what, I love my cats. Let me hang out with them for a while, or, let me just walk around. There's a park down the street. Let me just walk that trail. I love it. What you're going to find is the radio station that was really low, what you've been emitting, is now higher. Okay? An example that I give a lot of people who come in to speak with me is this. You wake up, you don't feel so good. Like I said, you're just not in a great mood. And you live next door to a Dunkin' Donuts, and you like their coffee, it's good, but it's Christmas time, And Starbucks has their seasonal blend, and you know what? You wait all year for it. Well, here is your choice. You could either walk downstairs and sludge next door to Dunkin' Donuts and get your average cup of coffee in that mood that you're not feeling so good, like I said, you had the emails, you had whatever, the fight with your family member, whatever. And so you just sludge next door, you get the average cup of coffee. Well, you know what? If you decide to do that, as I said before, you can only connect with those on your same frequency. So as soon as you sludge through the doors in Dunkin' Donuts, you're going to run into those on the same fearful, anxious, worrisome frequency. And those people who sludge through their day, who just plow through their day, pretty joylessly. So you're most likely going to get somebody who maybe spills their coffee on you, somebody who cuts in line, somebody who gets your order wrong, somebody who gives you the wrong change. In other words, the experience isn't going to be all that. Now let's backtrack. And let's just say you wake up in not such a great mood. and you walk down the stairs, but now your choice is, you know what, I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to hop in my car. It's a little ways down the road, but it's well worth it. I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to have their seasonal blend because I love it. Well, you jump in your car, you're still feeling kind of yucky. You drive to Starbucks, you step out of your car, and you open the doors to Starbucks. And immediately the smell alone raises your frequency. I mean, aromatherapy is very, very powerful. On top of that, now that you're vibrating at this high frequency radio station, and as I said before, you can only connect with, or rendezvous with, as Abraham Hicks says, those who are on the same exact radio frequency. This is where the magic happens. Suddenly somebody's behind the counter going, oh, you know what? Today we're giving out free seasonal blend coffees. And maybe there's a guy standing behind you online who's talking to his friend going, you know what, I don't know what to do. Somebody just quit my business, and they're a pivotal player, and I need somebody to fill this slot. And he starts describing the slot that's available. And lo and behold, it's the type of position you've been pining for, praying for, doing affirmations for, forever. In other words, this is where the angels can meet you. This is where the synchronicities happen. This is where you finally stopped worrying and you decided it was time for me to take care of me. So when you look at it from that angle, you understand that through joyful distraction, you can literally change your day and change your days, change your life. There's another way you can also do this. This is through imagination. In other words, if you wake up, same exact day, you don't feel so good, you had a fight with a family member or about the bad emails or the bill collectors, and you sit for a minute and you close your eyes and you actually visualize using your imagination. Something that comes very natural to us. We did it from 0 to 10 years old. It was our playtime, was in our imagination. Imagining the situation different. Okay? And in that almost visualization, meditation state, again, you raised your frequency. And as I said, try to do it for 15 minutes. It seems to be the magic number. So now that you've done that visualization just for 15 minutes, you literally changed your frequency. So now, when you go to work, you're not going to be cavorting with the numbskulls that you would have been cavorting with if you stayed in that fearful, worried, frustrated energy that you woke up in. So what you have to understand is you create your days. You create your moments. As Bashar says, through coming through Darryl Anka, living your highest joy from minute to minute to minute in the smallest of ways. As I said, as simple as getting the right cup of coffee, or even stopping for a minute and visualizing. Or another example would be, let's just say you're at work and there's 2 tasks. Your boss said, okay, we have 2 tasks you can choose from today. One is you can make the new folders for all the new clients. The other one is put away all this filing. And the whole office wants you to do the filing because nobody wants to do that. Well, what would make you feel better would be to do the folders, so do the folders. Take the peanut gallery out of the equation. Don't people please. Okay? So when the boss gives you that option, in that moment, your highest joy would be more towards the folders than the filing. So listen to that. Okay? You have to understand that it is powerful, it is pivotal, it's everything. You can raise your vibration by distraction, by visualization, by meditation. As I said, 15 minutes a day can change your life. By gratitude, if you can sit down for 15 minutes a day, just writing down things you're grateful for, You just raised your sludgy vibration to where the angels can meet you, your higher self can meet you, you know? If you walk outside and sit under your favorite tree, even in the midst of turmoil, you know, that's when your higher self and your spirit guides go, oh, good, good, she's relaxing. We can actually, you know, she's actually opened up her crown chakra. We can actually drop in inspiration and ideas to her to get her out of this low vibration. So for people who feel like they're in a cycle of bad things that they just can't get out of their craw, like maybe they were hit with something huge and they just, you know, the worse it gets, the worse it gets. They can't seem to get out of this mud. The suggestion would be find 15 minutes of distraction, okay? You know, go to Baskin Robbins and get that ice cream. Savor it for 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, you don't even understand the gravity of work that could be dropped down into you from your spirit guides and angels. We're all living a very co-creative experience here. We're surrounded by an army of helpers, you know, spirit guides, angels, higher self. Let them in. Don't worry. When you worry, you close your crown chakra. And so these ideas and thoughts to get yourself out of the mud can't come in. And so you find yourself living the same dark life. Just cavorting with numbskulls day in and day out. Situations that are full of, you know, clowns day in and day out. It's not what we were meant to do. It's not who you were meant to be. So this is something that is very personal for me because for years I was in my own way. I just plowed through life, you know, joylessly getting it done. You know, hard work, just do it. Not realizing that the key to life, as Bashar says, is finding your highest joy from minute to minute to minute. Because it is a self-contained toolkit that will lead you to your divine mission, your divine plan, your path. The big question you always ask about when you go to any reader, psychic. Raise your frequency, your radio station, what you emit out, so that you can cavort with those who are joyful, spontaneous, happy. All the answers are here. Answers to the prayers are there. Okay, because your helpers can't reach you down here in Sludgeville. They can't. So, as I said, I was in my own way for years, and I was blessed enough to have these teachers kind of fall down in front of me, and I had all these aha moments of, oh, yeah, that sounds right. I don't know why it sounds right, but, you know, a bell went off in me, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try that. Fast forward, and my life, you know, did a 180. So this video is a catalyst for you to start healing yourself. And it's simple, and as I said, it's as easy as just distracting yourself for 15 minutes a day with things that make you happy. If you can get to the point where you can find the joy from minute to minute to minute, if you're presented with a few things, pick the one that is the lesser of all the evils, okay? Because that's still you living as joyfully as you can in the moment. Your life will unfold in ways that you won't even believe it. It's amazing. So anyway, I hope this video helped, and I hope that, you know, you get on my website and you can see all the different things I do, and you know, hopefully we can work with each other in the near future. And I thank you for watching.